their abduction in October. The headcam footage you're looking at shows 2 of the 4 hostages being led to a rescue helicopter near the coastline. A Gazan officials say this same special operation is responsible for the death of around 270 Palestinians and it injured more than 400 others. We're also learning the U.S. provided intelligence and other logistical help in what has been named the Arnon operation. It's named after Israeli commander Arnon Zamora, who was killed while trying to rescue the hostages. Sarah Coates has more.
Certainly a very daring operation, which is being hailed as a major success here in Israel. We've heard from the military spokesperson, Daniel Hagari. He says that it was carried out in a number of phases, took weeks to plan, and also very rare in terms of it happening in broad daylight. He says that the first step that the military did here was targeting militant infrastructure with pre-planned strikes. So we then know that in 2 separate locations, IDF troops came under heavy fire, with also the Israelis firing heavily from the air, from the land and the sea to create somewhat of a fire tunnel to actually then allow these special forces and these army troops to actually move through this protected corridor and bring these hostages to these helicopters out safely. So certainly a glimmer of hope for people here on the ground, but that really quickly once again turned to rage, with major demonstrations taking place right around Israel overnight, demanding that the Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu immediately agree to a deal to bring home these more than 100 Israeli hostages that are still being held in the Strip. Now, we can expect a visit tomorrow here in the region, the 8th wartime visit by the U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken. He's really pushing Israel and Hamas to agree to a deal. He'll also be visiting Qatar and also Egypt, who are, of course, key mediators in this ceasefire and hostage negotiating process. So certainly a big few days here, but really, while there is a lot of hope that a ceasefire and a hostage release deal may come into play, there certainly isn't too much optimism. Sarah Coates, Scripps News, Tel Aviv.